Hello, welcome to the reading room. It's Sylvie here. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading on what do people say when you are not around. And also I'm going to leave a little message from your guardian, your spiritual guide, and their advice to you. And now let's just go down there below and choose our pile. There's a timestamp and you can just click on that and get started. Do take your time, pause that video, maybe take a deep breath and go with the one that draws towards you. Myself, I like the first choice, so I always go with that, and I always find it's good. So if you're wondering, maybe try that. Okay? All right, so I'll see you there. Hello, group one. Let's see what's going on with you. Okay, so there's a few cards for messages, so I'm just going to put them there. They're for like the piece of advice for later. And let's get started. So yeah, so people do talk about you, but not as often as you think. I don't feel like that's a. It is a little bit. I want to say catty. You know, they have some people. Some people talk about your wisdom, about your decisions, what you're deciding. So you sometimes share your plans with people, and they like to talk about that, and what what you are saying. And others, they just see that you're ambitious and you have ideas, and you plan for your future. You plan for your happiness. You seem to do a lot of planning, and they seem to talk about those plans. Others, it just you're quiet, you're reserved. For some, anyway, they talk about that too. So there's a lot to talk about you, but it doesn't seem to be all negative or mean. There's some parts that are pretty good, actually. So here, they see you like you just jump in. That's one thing. They see that for them, you don't really sure, you say things, sure, you plan, but you don't really jump into things, or you're like sorry, I meant to say you really jump into things, and they that's what they see, and they really feel like sometimes that's not the way you should go, or that's not what you should be doing. So they do talk about that, how spontaneous you could be with your logic or your plans or what you want to do. Again, it has to do with plans. They also talk about how you start, like what it is that gets you going, or how you proceed. They see that you're full of ideas, full of plans, full of thoughts. You're always wanting this and wanting that, but you're also emotional about it. Like, you're passionate about it, and they talk about that too. That's how they see you. So let's find out more. So what do they say? So that's what we have what they talk about, but how do they talk about it? What do they say? Let's see about that. Oh, 3 cards right here, and I feel like we have 6 cards. So they do talk. They do a lot of talking, because usually I only put 3, and we have 6 cards. So let's start with this group. Let's start with this one, and then we'll add the second one. Well, they talk about how successful you are, how well you succeed. They talk about sometimes you take a break because you've accomplished so much, you do so well. And the other one is that sometimes you don't know how to go about doing what you're doing. So like, they talk about how successful you are, even though you don't really know what you're doing, and you take an awful lot of breaks, or you break after each event, or each thought. Let's find out more about that. Yeah, here you're quite successful. Like, they can't believe that's the problem. They can't believe how successful you are, because you get so passionate about things, and you dream. Like, you sit back and you relax and you dream. So it's taking a break, but you're not so much taking a break here as much as you are dreaming, because you're laying on your couch and you're thinking, and it's all emotional. Like, it has to do with your emotions of what you want. So you sit there and you dream a lot, and that they see that, but they can't believe it. Like, you're so successful, like you go through without any stress, and you do so good, and you succeed, and you're always succeeding. Here, is jumping in, like it's jumping in. You just jump in. So here, I think the card wasn't reversed. I think I just placed it reversed. I'm not sure anymore. So, sorry, I didn't know if it was reversed or not, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I know what, I'm meant to read them in a little bit of each, so that's okay. Here, you're not sure how to go about it, and what I'm getting with this is sometimes you jump in, and sometimes you don't. So sometimes you hesitate, and sometimes you don't. That's what I got with this card. So that's what they talk about. They talk about how you go off doing it, you know, how you just jump in or not, and they can't believe it. The results you have. Like I said, there's not so much a bad talking about you. Is more like you're not organized as much as you would like to be. So that's what they say. That's not means you're not. And your outcome is so good when your start is not always the best, or you don't even know what you're doing, or they think you're lucky. They think that you just get things out of luck, basically. So yeah. So how does that affect you? Them gossiping about you, or talking about you. What does that do for you? Your energy around you, your thoughts, or how you're feeling, what you're picking up. Like, how's that affecting you? Well, it's definitely not. It's not stopping you from continuing. So it doesn't stop the energy from flowing. It doesn't stop you from going. It doesn't even stop. Anyone that's negative towards you does not hinder you. Does not harm you. Doesn't even touch you. And you're always ready to go and do what you got to do. You're just not sure how to start, how to do it. You're just not sure. So it doesn't change a thing. They can say whatever they want. Yeah, you're always paying attention. And you always pay attention to what's going on around you, and you always have new information, or new way of thinking, or new beginnings. You don't hold on to anything, put it this way. You let things go easily enough, and you start over all the time. So if somebody, you're very positive, because if somebody says something to you, you don't really take much note to it, although you're curious about it, because obviously you clicked on this video, so you are curious about it. But it's not really affecting your energy around you. It's not stopping you from progressing at all. And it's not as bad as you thought, or initially thinking, or it's they just can't believe you're over your success, basically. So that's what they gossip about. That's what they talk about. Embracing change. So you're always going up the stairs, you're always doing good. So your spiritual guide is there for you to help you with moving towards moving in your future, moving up towards the light in a positive way. Like you go do things sometimes you're not sure, yes, and they see that, but they help you along the path to the right way. Even if you're not sure, they're telling you it's this way, and they give you messages or hints, or something pushes you towards going in a certain direction, so you can move with confidence, you know. And your life is changing so much. Yeah, and you treasure every moment. They want you to treasure every moment. They're putting you in tune, and that's why you're feeling. That's why you have all this right here. Look, see, you feel. They see that you're all about feeling it, feeling your choices, feeling the way you're going to go or how you're going to do. So you dream it. You embrace it. You just take it all in, and they want you to. They want you because they want you to treasure those moments of success, of your progress or your journey to success. It's always going to be new. It's changing, and you'll have hard decisions, or you'll have decisions to make. You'll have to choose, but you're going to love it. You're going to love all your choices. And it's going to be ongoing. It's going to be always choices, and sure, they may wonder like, oh, what do I do, or where do I go, or how do I handle that? You have this thing about you that also the spiritual guides are surrounded with you, and they look at you and you see them, or by your intuition, so you know, oh, this is the way I should go. It's almost like you feel that they're there, or you feel the tug or the pull towards the direction you should go. So they kind of try to guide you in a positive way and let you know that it's good choices and you're going to be successful, and keep going. So this is really nice. So you're doing super good, and it's not that bad, I guess. So I'm going to leave it at that, and now you know what they're saying about you. Okay, group 2, let's see what's going on with you. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to put these here. This is a message for later. It's advice. And let's see. Are they saying stuff about you when you're not around? Like, what do people say? Well, it seems, yes, they do talk about you a lot. You're like sort of like the center of attention, and they just love to talk about your business. They has a few issues. Quite a few issues, actually. I feel almost like there's 3 major issues that are being talked about. And also, it seems like for some of you talk a lot, or you say a lot of things. And sometimes I feel like you say it in a fun way, in a mischievous way. Sometimes it's like you're kind of like teasing and kind of like sticking it to them, like kind of thing. And so you talk about other people yourself, but in a fun way, or about your life in a fun way. And you also you're very emotional, so you're really sensitive and kind, and so you kind of like put yourself out there, and you talk a lot, or at least for some you tell a lot of stories. It could be like in fun, or you talk about yourself in a passionate way, and I don't feel like so much not so much in a passionate way as it is in an emotional way, or like a caring way. So anyway, so that's let's see how they see you. They see you in some you're almost like a person that kind of sits back, and you're calm, and you're like you watch everybody. You kind of like take everything in, and you're sort of like yes, I'm here and I notice everything, and you put yourself in almost like a little bit above everyone else when it comes to being able to notice and understand what's going on, and really get the picture of your surroundings. And you also put off, not saying that you do this, but you put off the feeling of being judged or judgmental, so you take in and you take everything in. You're also a type of person that they see you, that you're always have people around you. You're sort of like the center of attention, like I said earlier, and people gravitate to you, and they kind of like almost like they whisper with you. They kind of like get close, and they want to hear what you're all about and what you're saying, and they really like everyone wants a piece of you. Everyone wants your attention. Everybody wants to hear what you have to say. and they really take to you. But you're being honest. You're just being yourself. That's how you are. You're you, and you do you, and you don't really pay attention to much more than that. You're a happy person. You walk through life in a good way. You don't always know everything. You're adventurous, and you like to explore. And that's what another thing too. You like to explore new people, but you put your experiences behind you. Like, and you're always going for more, right? So it seems like there's not always the same type of people that are in your surroundings, and you get close to everyone without being close to a specific person, type thing. And that's what they see. So they see you that way. It's almost like a social butterfly when it comes to talk. So what do they say? Because it's one thing that they see you this way, but what do they talk? What are they saying about you? Well, they say a lot. They say that you're always on the go. You're always doing times of an essence for you. You seem to sometimes you sway. You go one way and another, or sometimes you contradict yourself, or sometimes you say one thing and you do another. So that's what they say about you. And time, you're always in a rush. Oh, that whole deck's upside down. They say that you don't hold much to the past. You don't hold on to, you don't really hold on to negativities or things that happen that are really bad, or things that happen that caused you a lot of pain. You're a type of person that, well, I need to move on. You can't stay put. Like, there's no point in staying there. So you do get knocked down, of course, like everyone else, and you do feel a lot. Of course, you are someone that cares, but after you're done hurting, or you pick yourself back up and you brush it off and say, well, that's a lesson that I've learned. And that goes right here where they see that you do that. They see it here, actually, in the social surroundings. They see that you do leave things behind you. Yeah, you do pay attention, though. You do pay attention, like those marks that were against you. It's not that you forgot. That's the difference between that, is that you let it go, but you didn't forget. And that might sound contrary, but it's like you don't hold on to the bad, but it doesn't necessarily mean you forgot, kind of thing. So what else do they say? Because that's what they're saying about you, right? Oh, right there you are. So they say that you're a person that cares about their friends, cares about the people around them. You're someone that care about all the relationships, even though you have many, and you seem to switch up and you have a lot. When they're around you, they feel real special. When they have your attention, they feel like that's the ultimate feeling. So they say that you're a person that gives off that you always feel close to you. So they talk about how close. So they say a lot of good things about you. They definitely, you're a person that everyone can come to and they feel better. Everyone can talk to you and they're going to feel great. There's no way that you're not there for them. Like, they walk in and you're like, yes, I can do that for you. Yes, I can listen to you. Yes, this is what you should be doing. You're almost like you heal them, or that you give them the confidence, or you make them feel so good that they leave you with the thoughts that they could do anything and everything. Yeah, you're really good with them, and they really like that. Yeah, you're really good with them, and they really, really like that. They have no problem with that. I'm pausing because I feel like there's more to say. So you know what? I'm going to draw a card because I'm picking up that there's more. But they don't talk bad about you at all. No, They think that you're going to go far in life. They see that you have so many choices. You're like a tiger. Like, someone it just bounces from one place to the other, and with speed, and never stays put, and yet can be calm and strong. So you have a lot of good qualities, and people just love you and just love to talk about you. But you know what? I don't see anything bad. Just that you may talk too much about what you do, because they all give you that attention that they want to know. They want to know. So how does that affect you? Like, what's going on with you? Why are you here? Like, if they talk so good about you, what's going on? What is up with this? Yeah, you're wondering. You're wondering what they argue about, or what they talk about or discuss. Like, for you, it didn't seem to be like something that was going to be said good. Yeah, and you wondered about this because it's always new to you, or new things are being said, or there's new people talking, or new situations. Where's that card? I've seen it. I think it's this one here, actually. Yeah. So you always think that it's negative. You always think that they're talking about your new venture, or they're having a something, or an ending, or they're going to not like you, or they're going to push you away, or there's, like, you're always going to have to choose, and it stresses you out because you always have to decide what to do next, or how you should handle it. Or that's maybe why you talk so much and you try to be close to everyone, because you don't like to be thought badly of. But honestly, they all love you. Well, not everyone, but your social circle anyway, your family and friends, because that's what the reading is about. So I don't know about the rest. So yeah, you definitely don't know what to do next. You don't know how to handle all this, these people, and you don't know about them, and that kind of like puts a damper on things for you. That's too many. Yeah, you wish you didn't feel stuck. You wish you didn't feel this way. So all this talk around you makes you feel like they're against you, or that they don't, like, you seem to have a doubt about them, or you wonder about them. You don't have the confidence in them, and yet all they do is talk good about you, and they just love you. So just, that's good to know. Good to know that they're on your side, So what's going on here? Oh, the Son of Goddess. There you go. You can celebrate each sunrise and recognize the healing energy of the sun. Yeah, they're really good and positive for you. This is your family. This is the ones you are around. You're like the big dragon that comes in swooping down, and they're looking up at you with all this greatness. So you're like a superstar. I'm teasing, but you're definitely someone that they really treasure. Yes, there you go. And they listen to you, and this is something that you should do one step at a time. Like, really take the moments, and really enjoy each moment that someone gives you that affection or that time, and not worry about it, because it's really honest and good, and it's you have so much on your plate. Like, there's so much on you're carrying a heavy load, because they all really want your attention, and for some reason. So they say to judge yourself, or to judge your progress, like judging them. That's all good and everything, but you have to spread your wings. Like, you have to transform yourself into who you want to be, not be so concerned with everyone else around you, and really go for what you need to go. Yeah, because whether they judge you good or judge you bad, or you think this of them, like, this is all like really not something that's you should preoccupy yourself with. More you should about your progress and your life journey and what you're going to be doing and stuff is what you should concentrate yourself more about, and worry more about that. You're doing good, and you'll keep doing good, but you seem to put a lot of thought into what are they saying about you. So now you can put that to rest, and you can just enjoy them, and then go on and continue doing what you were doing before, you know, and not be so preoccupied, because they're honestly, it's all good. Okay, group 3, let's see what's going on with you. Oh, the little messages, we'll put them right over here for right now. Wait, I'll just pull them this way. They're your advice too for after. I love this stone. I'm just going to pull the deck too, since we're going to start. I just want to pull a few more cards with that for sure. So what are they saying? Ooh, it seems a little nasty. Yeah, you are being gossiped about for sure. Manipulated maybe, jealousy around you. Things are not so good. So let's find out what's going on. So how do they see you? Well, they see you. They either see you not in a good light, or they see what you have and wish to ruin it, or wish to have it. They see that this is how they see you. They see you that you're just a mess, or someone that you need to do. You need to learn. You don't know as much as what you should. Wow. And they also see that sometimes they don't even know what you're about. Like you're kind of like withdrawn and hidden, and you're like a loner, or someone that thinks on their own, or even though you have plans and ambitions, and yet they see that you are aware of what's going on around you, but also that you're not really part of them all that much. There's something about you that they don't really necessarily like or understand, or they want to take advantage of you in some way. Wow, but they see that yeah, that's how they see. So what do they say? Wow, what do they say? Well, they say that you have a hard time. Like you have strength for sure. You have good strength, but then sometimes you don't know how to they say that you are someone that has all kinds of strength, but you tend to go for the ones that have more strength, and you're like you pay attention to them a lot more, and you try to get in their good graces, and try to be close to them. So anyone that's strong and doing good, you want to be there. And although you have a lot of good, you have a lot of good inside. Like you can be a good person. You have they can relate to you in some way, but or you have good potential, but they see that you don't really do much with it, or you're not capable of handling what you have, or able to put out anything that you have that's strong or good in you. You have a hard time putting it out there. They really feel that so either you're the one that manipulates people and it makes life harder for others, or you don't settle into your home. You wish to be a certain type of person. They're really negative towards you. They talk really bad about you. Their outlook about you is not good. I don't know how many times I've said that, but let's find out how it affects you, how their negativity affects you. Yeah, it kind of like it hinders your wishes. Yeah, it kind of blocks your wishes, or stops your wishes from coming through. They they kind of blind you from what you should be doing. So they really ruin things for you. They really confuse you, and you have to think logically about what you want to do about that. So the crowd that you hang around with when you're not around, they're not nice. They're pretty nasty. They think that you want to manipulate them, or you want something from them, or you're not happy with who you are, or you want what they have. You're a very jealous person. At first I thought it was them that was wanting to they were thinking that about you, like they were feeling that towards you. But now I realize that that's what they think you do to them, or to the crowd that you're with, or if it's someone in your family, because I do pick up that there's someone who has a family member that's a pain in the butt, and they talk bad about you in that way because they're jealous and they put it on you. They seem to want to make you look bad. Wow, they're pretty nasty. And it's not everybody, but I mean, this is a certain crowd. We'll ask more about that in a second. I don't feel like it's everybody in your social circle. I feel like it's some. I feel like it's some in your social circle, and I feel like it's somebody has one family member that's like that. Yeah. You'll get whiffed of what's going on. Like, you'll understand it. You'll understand, and you'll be able to catch up to all this stuff. Yeah, you'll get the best of them. You'll be able to catch up to all of this. You'll understand what to do. So you're going to find out on your own, actually, what's being said. And then you're going to be able to fix it. You're going to fix it in a good way. That's for it to stop. You're going to give them either a second chance, or judge the situation and then act appropriately to make it better, or create what you want out of it. So you're going to come on top. I just want to ask one question before we go to the advice. Is this person do you know, like, is it the person? Like, think about your person that you're thinking about, because I'm going to tell you if it is that person. Okay, give you a minute. You think about that person that in your mind, which one you have, who you're asking about, and I'll tell you. Okay. No, it's not that person. It's not the person you're thinking about. It's actually someone who is either it's kind of like a little younger, or in your surroundings, a little newer, a little like not really mature enough to understand what life is about, even though they act like they are. It's someone who's supportive of you, someone who talks good, or you feel like they're on your side, and they're the ones that causing the trouble. It's almost like they're two-faced. And the person that you feel that is talking bad about you, they're actually always ready to help you out. They have this awkwardness about them, or some kind of sternness, or some kind of awkwardness or something, or they're reserved. I don't know what it is, and they seem to be a little grumpy, or if they're not grumpy, they're mean looking, or they have this stern look about them, or some kind of mannerism that puts people off. They're actually on your side. It's the one that's the nicest one that's the worst. Okay, so I hope that helped you. So let's find out about this. Well, it's all about being yourself, enjoying who you are, opening your heart. So your spiritual guide is helping you be yourself, and be true to yourself, and enjoy who you are, and let it out. Just be who you are. Yes, there you go. You have a gift. You have a nice passion. You have something beautiful inside of you. You're ready to put it out there. Like, you have something special, something wonderful that you can do in life. That's why they're jealous of you, actually. Yes, definitely. Also, be kind to yourself. Like, enjoy who you are, embrace who you are, and bring that out, because don't hide who you are. You're a beautiful person. You're a wonderful person. And here they say that you're going to understand, like you're going to learn first. Learn about what you need to do or how you need to do it, and then you're going to have no problem doing it. And you're going to be very successful. You're going to be very successful. And you're going to have all the guardians, all your guardian angels, or your divine or your spiritual guides, or whoever you believe in, or is all going to be there for you, and they're going to let you have the knowing of what you should be doing. So they're going to light up your path. So for some reason, you'll know that you're headed in the right direction. So this is all in good, but you're going to know how to handle them. You're going to know how to handle your life, and not worry about what they think. Okay, group 4. Let's see what's going on with you. Oh, the tiger eye. I love it. I love it. I only have one like that in my whole collection, but I really think they're pretty. Okay. So we have extra cards here, your spiritual guide or your divine or your higher self, whichever you believe in, and also some advice. So, do they talk about you, or how do they see you? Well, first of all, yes, they talk about you. You brighten up their day so much. They when they talk about you, it makes their day. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's find out. So how do they see you? Well, they see that you're kind of like having a hard time, or you're kind of stressed. They feel that you have a lot of good, but you need a change, and they don't agree how you act or what you're thinking. Yeah, they see that sometimes you're kind of depressed or something. And they don't understand why, and they do gossip about that. They also gossip about how you try to do things that you don't really know what you're doing, or you try to do things that you think you know and you're not really doing them right. You're not that wise. You're not that wise. Wow, another wise one, another owl. 2 owls. Well, 3 owls. Wow. So you have your spiritual guides around you. So you have the owl as your spiritual guide. You have other guides around you, but that's one of the wise, and they send you wisdom. They send you strength, and they send you the understanding of how life works. And they also send you the speed of being able to go do what you got to do, and also keep yourself in out of harm's way. Yeah, so you're I don't mean to go off topic, but sometimes I pick up the spiritual guides, and I'm just decided that when I do, I will tell you as a bonus, I guess, or just because it just feels right. So back to the question. Yeah, they talk about how you are someone that just kind of like, you're ready to do things. You're ready to go out in this world. But so you think anyway. So they're quite sarcastic, because that's what they're saying. So you think. That's what I'm picking up anyway. Yeah. Oh, this way. So, do not leave. Bear with me. I'm a little slow at this moment, but there's a reason, obviously. Okay. Yes, they see that you're argumentative. Well, that's how they feel about you. This is how they see you, but this is what they're saying about you. Saying that you're argumentative, and you're always there for everyone. You're always supportive of everybody's ideas, but yet you argue. You kind of like, It's like almost like if somebody has an idea, you're going to stick up for them, talk about it a lot, or you're going to butt in and tell them how to go about and doing it. It's like you have this knowing or this thing about you that you know how things should be done, how people should go. You talk a lot about past experience. You look into that. You're really a person about stories about the past or past experience, and you like to share it. I know because of this. I know because of that. I've done this, so I know how it works. Like you're really a person. This is what they're talking about. This is not necessarily what you are or how you are, but this is how they perceive you, and this is what they're saying. So they're saying that you're a person that's always into their affairs, always butting in, and you always think you're so smart and you have all this knowledge and wisdom, and you impose it on them. That's what I'm getting. And yet they feel like you don't even know what you're talking about, or you don't even know half of what you're saying, if it's true or not. Are you that wise? Like you think you're that smart. So smart and wise is around you a lot. They do pick up that you're wise and smart, but they put it in a negative tone. But that's because you have a spiritual animal. You have the owl, and the owl brings that out in you. So how does it affect you? Well, it's not pleasant. It's ongoing all the time. It seems like it never stops. Like you really you handle it. Sometimes you wonder what to do about it, or sometimes you have different ways of acting or reacting to it. It just depends on your mood. Yeah, it just depends on your mood what you're going to do about it. But you always have to go fix it or talk about it or straighten it out. You do. You always correct them. But it's something that's ongoing, so it's kind of like I want to say it's a waste of time. I don't get oh, right here. Yeah. Well, it makes you feel all different ways, like you're always feeling, you always have this way. I should do this time. I should do it this way that time. It's a waste. For me, it's a waste of time. Feels like a waste of time. So what's going on? Well, you're going to be able to you're going to be able to come up with ways to handle them. It's not always going to be this way, and you're going to be able to handle it soon enough. None of those cards, it was too much. It wasn't the right ones anyway. The Tower, yeah, you're going to put an end to that. You're eventually going to figure out what you should say and how you should do it, because it's ongoing. It's a drain. It's like time consuming, and you do know. Yeah, so yeah, there you go. You do know. You got this is the card where you know what you're doing. You're a strong individual that knows what they want. They know how to get what they want, and they know what to do. And so there you go. So you do have all the knowledge, and you do have all the experience, and you do help people, and you have ideas what to do. But you're going to fix this. You're going to fix this chatty box there that's ongoing and stopping you from progressing because you're wasting your time with them so much. What's going on here? Yeah, so it says to balance your life. You have to find a balance. Stop being so much into theirs, be more into yours. So you have to balance that. Doesn't mean give up on them. And no, they're not saying to give up on them. You have a good bunch. It's just that they run their mouth sometimes, and they need to be straightened out for sure. But the guys are saying, or spiritual guide, or your divine, or your higher self is saying that not to give up on them, that you can fix this, and no more rainy days. So once you fix it, you'll fix it for good. So you just gotta put a stop to that. How to do it? Well, there you get the Tower again. It's through talking it out, understanding what's going on, and then putting it all in a good place, having a higher understanding of what's going on, or by talking it out and understanding what's going on, it can be easily fixed. But it has to be talked about and address it to put it out on the table, and you have to, that's what they're saying, talk it out, and then it'll be fixed. But if you don't do that, it's going to be always like that, just constantly. They don't mean anything mean. They're not trying to be vindictive to you. It's just that you have so much knowledge, and you share all the time, and they feel inferior, something like that, Okay, group 5. Let's see what's going on with you. So we have a few messages from your spiritual guide and a few pieces of advice on this question. And also, let's get started. Are they talking about you? What are they saying about you? Like what's going on? Basically. Well, they are talking about you. But not in the way you think. It's not in the way you think. It's more about it's like you're delusional. you don't know what you're talking about or what you're doing, or it's kind of negative. How they feel about you? Well, they feel that you're it's too hard, you'll never get there. Like they feel that you try to get there and you're always saying I'm almost there, but they don't feel like that's possible. They feel that you have you need to balance yourself. Things are quite a mess around you, and because you're going for something that's not even attainable. So that's what they're talking about. So, well, that's what they're feeling. That's not what they see. So what are they saying about you? Because that's what they see you like. That's what they, Oh, what are they saying? Well, the world is yours. You're able to do. The world is yours, but you don't choose. You don't choose to do what you got to do. You don't go ahead. You don't go for it. So you have opportunities wide open for you, and you don't take them. Yeah, you don't take them, and they're there. They're there for you. You just have to put a little effort into it, and that's it. Get started, and then you have everything you want. But you don't do that. So for them, you're not headed in the right direction, and you're not doing the right thing, and you're wasting your time, or you're wasting your potential. Aren't they judgmental? Yeah, how does it affect you? Sorry, how does it affect you? Well, it affects you what you want. It affects your way of being. It affects what you wish things were like. It also affects what you want to do. You feel stuck. They make you feel stuck. They stop your progress and your wish. Well, let me see what's going on. What else is there? You have to go. You have to go. I also feel like this card here belongs, so I'm going to take it. I was feeling it, and I was feeling it belongs. So we have quite a bit here to read because they seem to come. But anyway, yeah, you have to go because you have lots of things to do. You have to plan. You have to plan your future, and you may have a partner, or you may have you have something. Either you have a partner, or you have someone you can bring with you, or you have an opportunity, or you have to decide what are you going to do, this or do that. So I'm picking up a lot of ors here. So put this card into your perspective. So what it means to you, because it's either you have someone you love, and they're together with you, and you both have to decide what to do next. And if you don't have someone that loves you, then you have to embrace who you are, and make a choice of what you want. Like, do you want to be this way, or do you want to be that way? Like, what type of life do you want? You got to make that decision, or it seems like you're at a crossroad. You have decisions to make. Reflect on it. I don't know. It's just quite a few things. You got choices. You got to prepare yourself for the world. Yeah, you got to finish up a few things for sure. Like, you can't just up and leave, of course. You got to finish a few things, but you got to go. You got to move away. You got to choose your own path, kind of thing. And that's what they're saying. That's the advice they're saying, because you got a long journey ahead of you. That's really, really good. And yeah, they're holding you back. These people are holding you back. You're feeling stuck. They don't believe in your dreams, and and you're being held back, all because they want you to go a different direction. And so they're talking a lot about it. They're talking bad about you because they feel that you're wasting your time on what you really want to do, and it's just a disaster, and you'll never find the happiness and balance and be a healthy individual with your dreams. But you yourself balance your dreams and understand that you have more in the future than the past. You have more elsewhere than you have where you are. Like, you see that. You're looking for what you can obtain, and they're totally against that. They're totally against, and that's what they're gossiping about. That's what they're talking about, and they want to hold you back. So let's see what your spiritual guide is saying. Find your bliss. There you go. Follow your path. I am following a path I love. See that? I am aligned with my soul purpose. You see that? So what you're thinking that you want to do is the right path, not what they want you to do. And you'll be night and day. If you follow your path, you're going to feel so good. You're going to have a whole different way of feeling. And this is your advice to you. Your advice is the unknown, your fears, and your support. So this is your advice, is to embrace it all. Embrace your fears, embrace the unknown, and embrace your support. So there's someone supporting you, or there's something that you're supporting, or that has to do with support anyway. And whatever you're afraid of, you should just face it and deal with it, because it's time to do all that. And life is feeling life is living life. Being afraid of it is also living life. I'm going to pull another card for you because I want to know more about this one here, so you can be a little clearer. And this one here, this one I'm pretty sure it's pretty clear, but the support isn't. So if you bear with me, I'll put a couple more cards for you. Let's see what's going on. I feel like it's this one. Yeah, you have definitely opportunities coming in. You're sitting there waiting for them. So conquer your fear, because that's important. And what's this support? Let's find out this support. You have one for the support. This one. The support. Someone's 100% believing in you, or you're believing in yourself, and you're supporting your idea. So your beliefs are supporting your ideas, and you believe in yourself, or you have someone 100% in your surroundings that believe in you. They believe in you. You're rooted. In your brain, it's totally rooted. The passion is all around you. I mean, this is a wonderful card. It's a beautiful card. It's so strong and in the right sense, in the right direction, with all the good stuff that's coming out, and so I wouldn't fear this card one bit. Okay,